it is truly privileged to welcome to this stage Adia Victoria and Mason Hickman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So, can you give us a little window into what your year's been like, what you've been working on creatively, some notable performances?
Sure. So we have been on the road pretty much nonstop since March, I want to say. January, yeah, we were out with Jason and Jason Isbell. And so we've been just supporting a Southern Gothic, our latest record, and it's kind of been a blur. We've been from Europe, West Coast, Canada, done multiple laps around the States, and now we're here in Nelsonville, Ohio, in the woods, which is great.
In between, just coming from New York, so a little bit of a different vibe.
That's right. But I think I prefer this vibe.
Yeah. Well, one notable performance from the summer that I was really excited to see were all of the performance at the Newport Folk Festival. Can you let us? What was that experience like?
Well, that was our third time at Newport, and every year it feels like a family reunion. Just so many of our friends that are on the road, and we all get to come together for a weekend at Newport. And I'm also really blessed because it's always the weekend of my birthday in late July, so I always get to have my birthday at Newport. And it was intense. It was hot. I brought my mom along to experience Newport with us, and we got to see a lot of our friends. We got to see or perform with Paul Simon, and it was just I think I'm still digesting it, and I got to crowd surf, so
all good. Yeah, so I don't know if everybody's aware kind of the ethos of that festival, but also kind of what was arranged for the Paul Simon surprise. Can you kind of unpack that story for us?
Sure. So every year there's usually like two legendary like performers that we come together and honor all the artists. We do a real collaborative effort covering different songs, and then this year we were covering the songs of Paul Simon. It was launched by Nathaniel Ratcliffe, and I got to sing with Natalie Merchant, and I actually messed up some of the lyrics, and Paul Simon was standing side stage. I was like, well, I messed up Paul Simon in front of Paul Simon. So, but it was just, and so at the end of that kind of a jam, all the different songs, then Paul Simon, he came out and he performed, and no one was expecting it. It was a big surprise. And then the next night it was Joni Mitchell, who made her first return to Newport since her debut, which was just, it was otherworldly. My mother had tears in her eyes.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the video of that, it's extraordinary, so be sure to check it out. So for you, creatively, can you give us an update on any new projects you're working on, new songs, new albums?
Right now I'm in the process of taking notes and reading a lot, getting a lot of ideas stirring around my head. Being on tour is not very conducive to creating because you're performing the songs, and so we're looking forward to, we just bought a cabin outside of Nashville, going home this fall and just working on new songs and seeing what we can turn them into.
Well, I think that's a perfect segue to what everybody wants to hear, and that is a set with you all. So again, please welcome to the stage Adia Victoria and Mason Hickman.
Yeah. How y'all doing today? Thanks for coming out and standing in the rain with the trees. It's quite nice. We're going to play a few songs off of a Southern Gothic for y'all, and this first song is a song that I wrote in the middle of quarantine. I was quarantined at home with my mother, Miss Jackie, and I looked out of my back window every night, and the only thing I could see was my magnolia tree. The magnolia tree, it grows down in the south, and I grew up underneath its leaves and its limbs, and so this song is the first song that I shared off of a Southern Gothic, and it's called Magnolia Blues.
Gonna plant myself under magnolia. train ain't nothing mine. I'm going back south, down to Carolina. I'm gonna plant myself under a magnolia. I'm gonna let that tide do its work. Gonna plant myself under a magnolia, a magnolia, magnolia, a magnolia, magnolia. Ooh, something in the air tonight. Something in the air tonight. Ooh, something in the air tonight. Something in the air tonight. Ooh, something in the air tonight. Something in the air tonight. I'm going back south, down to Carolina. Gonna plant myself under a magnolia. I'm gonna let that tide do its work. Gonna plant myself under a magnolia, a magnolia, magnolia, a magnolia, magnolia. Thank you. Now, I remember when I first started listening to the blues, I was 22. I was living in Atlanta. And I remember falling in love with the songs like by Skip James and Robert Johnson, Mississippi Fred McDowell. But it appeared to me that they were always singing about this woman who seemed like she'd been haunted by the devil, possessed. She was just so incredibly mean. And they'd always whine about how this woman broke their heart. But I noticed they never did explain who exactly made that woman so mean. So I wanted to let that woman speak, let her have her chance to tell her side of the story. The song is called Mean Hearted Woman. My baby woke me on Christmas Day. He said it's time for me to go my way. I asked him why he wanna say that for. He just packed my bag and put me out the door. And now the snow is falling through the pine. You used to tell me that your home was mine. At first I was sad, and then I was blue, and now I'm so mad I don't know what I'm gonna do. You made me a mean-hearted woman. You made me a mean-hearted woman. It wasn't long until I heard it say, you got another woman in your bed. And now I'm hearing voices in my head, a flash of light, and I am seeing red. And now you've gone and broke my heart in two. You got me in the back screaming moo. I got you've seen my shadows through the pine. Babe, it's too late. It's killing time. You made me a mean-hearted woman. 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 Thank you. This song is the first single that I released in 2014. It's called Stuck in the South. I don't know nothing but my own misery. Ooh, I've been dreaming of swinging from that old palmetto tree. Yeah, I've been thinking about making tracks, but the only road I know it's going to lead me back. I am stuck in the south. I'm stuck in the south. I don't know nothing about Southern bands, but I can tell you something about Southern hell when you're skiing. Give 'em cars to take and take. And I've been itching like a bitch with fleas, and I've been twitching cold in the summer heat, saying please get me out. Oh God, put me down. I am stuck in the south. I'm stuck in the south. I'm stuck in the south. I clean my room. I'm gonna dust my room. I'm leaving soon. I'm leaving soon. I'm gonna sing my blues. I bleach my blues. I'm leaving soon. I can't get stuck in the south. I'm stuck in the south. I'm stuck in the south. Thank you. So during the pandemic, I was working at a Amazon warehouse, and I just remember walking and thinking of all these songs and thinking about where I came from in South Carolina. And I don't know about y'all, but I had this very strong inclination towards home in 2020. And I remember just writing this song down. I took a pen and a little scrap of paper, and I would just write these lyrics down while I was working my way through that warehouse. And this song is it's called Carolina Bound. Tennessee broke me to my knees. The pretty boys in Memphis have made a fool out of me. Times are hard in Nashville. Thank you so much. Just want to say a special thank you to my co-producer and creative partner, Mason Hickman, for helping to bring a Southern Gothic to life. I could not have done it without him, and he helps me sort out all my crazy ideas. So y'all give it up for Mason. You mind if we play like 2 more songs? Okay. All right. Should probably plug that in. So we're going to do another one off of a Southern Gothic. The song is called My Oh My, and I dedicate it to all the people I've lost, anyone out there who has lost loved ones. And this is just a song about mourning.
is why I don't do shows sitting down. There we go. And that's another reason. Okay. We have one last song for y'all. Then we'll get you out of the rain. And this is the song that closes Southern Gothic. Yes, Mason? It closes the Southern Gothic, and I write about the South a lot. It's my muse. It's where I'm from. It's the land that I grew up on. And I love it fiercely. And even when I leave, I come back, and the song is about that. It's a song that I wrote in Paris in January of 2020, right before the pandemic. And it's called South for the Winter.
Waltzing down Fifth with the fifth of gin, hid in the pocket of the jacket I'm in, slipping all nights as I drift downtown, 'cause that is the place all the lost girls are found. In the cold that's cutting my bones, it's the cold that makes me wonder why I left home. I think it's time that I head south for the winter. Told the taxi man I'm trying to go find the kind of fun that feels good till it don't. It seems that any city could make you a ghost, but New York's the town that makes me lonely the most. And the cold is cutting my bones. It's the cold that makes me wonder why I left home. I think it's time that I head south for the winter. Softly as all the leaves they fall to the ground, I'm falling as often and softly, exactly as all the leaves fall to the ground. Down south they're all just a lick in their pride, and up north they're chasing a big velvet light. So last night I dreamed through the fog to take me back south where I belong. From the cold that's cutting my bones, it's the cold that makes me wonder why I left home. I think it's time that I think it's time that I think it's time that I head south for the winter. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.